Not just a disconnect, but a complete U-turn, a palpable one, right? One that I can stretch my hands and feel it.
And grab. It's tangible.
A rope from Jubilee House to the studios.
To Tesano.
I can feel it. Palpable one. And
but how about your side?
We are not in government. President Mahama told us at Ningo Pram Pram that he's not the one to give us ideas on how to battle Galamsey. Because the Akufo-Addo then was the elected president. So it's not whatever we say that will make any impact, according to President Mahama. It's what the people or who the people have voted for, according to President Mahama, who's supposed to proffer ideas to solve Galamsey. That's what he told us.
Action-backed ideas.
That's what he told us. It's not any NPP person conjecturing or trying to, allege. It's the president, former president's own words. And when that time he was saying it, he was a former president and a statesman. It wasn't his duty. Akufo-Addo then was the elected president. So he should solve it. And a lot of NDC functionaries made similar arguments.
I see the water body now is neither green nor blue.
We are coming
It
there.
is brown.
It's brown.
So we need to come together to fight this.
It was brown then, and it's even browner
It's
today.
a lie.
According to TUC. According to TUC, I didn't say it.
It's a big lie.
According to TUC. In fact, all independent minds have said it's worse today.
That is a big lie. A big
Prof,
lie.
Prof, you hold on. Let Dr.
And Prof said he was not doing politics. Then he went ahead to talk about NAPCO. NAPCO was paying how much? 600, 700. During that same election cycle, what Prof's party, President Mahama's proposal, was a similar vehicle which promised 300 cities.
Which one is this one?
He promised something similar. Go check the manifesto.
The Juma.
No. Then, before 2016.
Right. Okay.
Yes, he promised something similar to pay people 300 cities. And NPP does something and pays someone 700. And Prof has issues with it.
You improved upon the 300.
Per what they proposed, I did more than double what they proposed. Right?
The various youth models.
Prof is trying to create the impression that unemployment became an issue in the last 8 years. If Prof could tell me a single policy during President Mahama's first term, or even Prof Mills President Mahama's 8 years, that they championed, they implemented, for which the NPP wickedly abrupted.
You should just mention the 14% unemployment data.
Right? So don't let us sit here and create the impression as though
That 14%
everything was rosy.
14% unemployment.
Prof is always intolerant.
I'm not giving you mentioned that I should give you one day.
All that I'm saying,
But is it not how invited?
everything I'm saying,
Prof, you hold
it's
on.
a rhetorical question, Prof.
All my questions are rhetorical questions. You have to make it clear.
All my questions are rhetorical questions. So then, the NDC didn't create any avenue of employment.
Right.
There was no sustainable job creation under the NDC. In fact, we had doctors who were even demonstrating, abandoning patients to go and picket at the ministry before they were paid. Doctors.
This is under MPP.
No, under President Mahama's first term. I knew seniors from.
We are back there. We are back there.
I'm telling you that you didn't create anything for which we discontinued. So don't let us create the impression as though all our woes started the last 8 years.
But are you sure?
But
Can you
governance
say
is
that
a
of a
continuum, isn't
government?
it?
Well, I don't think that is factual.
That what?
That's what I said,
That you
look at
can't
the
say that
40%
nothing was
unemployment.
created.
No,
When it gets to Prof,
nothing was created that was abrupted by the
NPP.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So don't let us
It's
create
not
the
that nothing was
impression.
created at all.
Let us create
No.
the impression as though we
NPP
did
came and
everything
cancelled.
right. NPP came and cancelled everything for which reason we had unemployment situation in the country. And I'm using my own seniors as a point of reference. That doctors were working under your government and they were not paid. They had to abandon the poor patients on the wards to their fate.
They were not being paid,
They were not being paid.
or this thing was being regularized.
Oh, what was regularization? We all passed through the system. For a doctor to go and picket at the ministry, is that about regularization? The salaries were not coming. They had worked 9 to 11 months. They're not being paid. And I know seniors, if you play the video, I can point out the seniors to you.
Pero, let's
Right?
deal with the issue
So
of
that
leader
is the Ghana you left. You didn't leave any better Ghana. Yes.
That's why the better Ghana agenda then.
Oh, that
was
was Prof Moses' mantra. But they didn't leave any better Ghana in 2017. For which reason NPP came and had to disrupt everything. Let's set the standard clear. Back to your question. There's a complete discordance between what the NDC told Ghanaians and what they are doing today. We can give you litany of examples. In fact, they promised Ghanaians they were going to solve the Galamsey in 1 week if they had opportunity, because to them, ultimate power resided in the hands of the president of the country. And the president is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the worst of the NDC, quoting the constitution and telling us that if the president has the will to fight Galamsey, it's a matter of giving instructions to the military. They will end it in 2 weeks. So Ghanaians should vote for them and give them 1 week.
In our manifesto.
Oh, so now what the NDC tells us, everything Prof sits here and assures the Ghanaian.
If it's not captured in the
manifesto, Ghanaians should take it to the pinch of salt.
It's derived from it. That's what I'm saying.
Any Prof is kissing a disclaimer.
I've noticed this trajectory actually.
Yes.
I've noticed this trajectory.
Yes.
That some promises were made, but because it's not captured in the manifesto, we are using the manifesto to, if you like, defuse him.
What they refuse to realize, Nana, what they refuse to realize is that a policy does not have to be written to be a policy. A policy can be verbal. So you don't have to write it in pen, black and white, in the manifesto, for it to become a policy.
Green pen.
In green pen, with a green paper, black ink on a green paper, signed by your Minister of Communications or Government Communications, for it to become a policy. Verbal communication is a policy. So you didn't have to write it in a manifesto. You told Ghanaians, give us 1 week. We will end Galamsey, because the president then was complicit. And they blamed the Kufuor and created the impression as though the kingpins in Galamsey were all NPP. Today, if that was your argument, and you believed, you knew that all the kingpins in Galamsey were NPP, the NPP is out of power. You mean you can't even crack the whip? It shows how deficient the government is.
They should be able to arrest the so-called
That's what you told us. That those who were doing mining were NPP.
But they arrested
in fact, they mentioned. And has Galamsey stopped? They arrested. I kept very quiet.
They arrested Untumi.
In fact, Nana, they arrested Untumi, and Galamsey has stopped. They arrested Untumi, and Galamsey has stopped. If you believe Untumi is involved, if you believe Untumi is involved in Galamsey, stop him and clean our waters. We are all for environmental preservation.
If I believe.
Yes, that's what you told us.
Don't let me say things.
Secondly, right? In fact, some even went to the extent of saying that state of emergency be declared and all forms of small-scale mining be banned for a period of about 10 good years. They believe that in opposition. Ban all forms of small-scale mining. And when the host even went further, are you saying even those regularized, licensed small-scale miners should be stopped? He said, you know what we are getting from Galamsey and what is being smuggled out of the country, including how much they are dissipating the environment. In fact, comparing the gains to the losses,
it should be banned.
There's a complete disparity between our gains and losses.
Who said it?
Therefore, a cabinet minister today. Therefore,
why you are afraid to mention his name?
I'm not scared.
So mention.
Therefore, the president, if elected, he was advocating that all forms of small-scale mining be stopped for a period of 10 years. They were said
he will lead a demonstration against Mahama if he fails to.
I've not heard that part, but at least I heard what he said about banning small-scale mining for a period of 10 years. Honorable Okudjota Blakwa, the Foreign Affairs Minister, who sits at cabinet with the president to reason for us on Galamsey.
He says now they are tightening visa measures to stop
Galamsey.
Yes, as a measure to stop the Chinese
from coming in.
So now you can't travel in a group.
The Chinese will come in one by one. They can't travel in a group. And if they come in one by one, it's to stop Galamsey.
They can be easily identified and traced.
Oh goodness! Right? They even went ahead to say that self-governance now, not in the shortest possible future.
Now,
self-governance now. Therefore, implement whatever
state of
emergency now, not tomorrow. The education minister's words. Then in opposition, right? And when people were asking, "Oh, let's come to the drawing table," they said we should come where? Ghanaians have voted for the NPP. Akufo-Addo is in power. If he has the way, he'll stop Galamsey. So they gave the Ghanaian a very juicy assurance. And I have colleague doctors.
Who are in the pit?
Who
you said education minister's words.
Yes, on Joy.
Honorable Haruna.
Yes, that stop Galamsey now, not in the future. That's what he said.
Yeah, he said stop Galamsey now.
Stop, implement state of emergency now.
If you had a president then who says, listen, I'll put my presidency on that line.
At least he has said something. All the measures, boss, you mentioned has been President Mahama's measures to stop Galamsey. Cost 90.
Okay.
At least everyone believes that at least for the first term of Akufo-Addo, his measures against Galamsey, we could see some results. At least he made a bold step. Give me one bold step.
Was not the first time
and
that
what
this guy
happened in the
got
second
killed?
term?
Give me one bold step this government has made. Aside sitting on camera and crying to Ghanaians.
Who?
The sector minister.
Oh.
So he has implemented 3 policies at his ministry.
Crying, whimpering.
The yellow submarine.
No, that's the blue.
The blue water guard.
There was a yellow. Before the blue. The yellow submarine cost 90. The blue sky fighters cost 90.
Blue water guards. What's the word from this guy?
Oh, I'm in reference to the skies.
No,
Right? The blue sky fighters.
No, but the yellow was Abu Jinapor.
No, in his
Abu Jinapor did something.
Abu Jinapor had river guards who wore yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
In the lance minister's constituency, he inaugurated a yellow submarine. The Ahoya boys, you need to see the videos. And it yielded nothing. Cost 90, zero. Dissipation of state resources. Went on to the blue sky fighters. Cost 90. Then he said, you know what, I'm tired. He sat around the table with cameras and he wept.
Because he was pained by
it was as though he was calling us as a country to cry a river. So that, as they say, little drops of water
so it will wash the water
make a mighty nation, a mighty ocean, right? So we all come together, cry as a country. Our individual droplets of tears will come together, coalesce to form a river, to form an ocean, and then to go and wash our water bodies. Those are the policies this government has implemented. And it's cost 90. There is no positive will to fight this Galamsey. In fact, the president's response. How are you going to identify small-scale miners? If people claim you knew the people, you are now going to identify those people. Is it the kingpins or those down there? Which brand of the investors or which people in the value chain are you going to train? That what? The kingpins importing excavators, please import environmental friendly excavators. Or those down there washing the sand in the water bodies. Which of the categories of people in the value chain are you sending to Australia?
Are you aware of the Petty here Sika policy?
So party here Sika now.
No, I'm saying.
So party here Sika. Party here Sika now. Is that the reason why I'm saying is West? And according to the TUC, those are not my words.
Yeah.
During the first 3-4 months of this administration, at the May Day celebration, they told the president in the face that Galamsey is worse off. Those are not my words. The TUC leadership was at the parade. And those were their words. The president was seated there. So if within 4 months, Galamsey had gotten out of hands within this administration, imagine the effect today. We're not part of the TV stations who were lining up coffee and Milo and tea infused with milk with gravels.
We actually have had different campaigns in the
so you stop bringing the water bodies to your studios. So the next time we are coming, you should bring the water bodies.
And somewhere in the Western region, someone had packaged some and was selling.
And the water bodies.
Yeah.
And my disappointment somehow is with the media houses. Because everywhere I went, in fact, I went to GTV then. They had the water bodies lined up. Wall labeled. Why have you stopped?
We've not actually stopped in our campaign.
So what are the samples of the waters?
I think now it is there for everyone to see. So we need to bring
so
the samples.
You don't need to bring the samples. No. As you were here, and as you did
that's
them,
because some of them have
you
claimed.
You should have brought the water bodies to remind us. That yes, this is River Pra, this is River Cobra today and yesterday.
I'm sure that is Pra you are holding.
No. Pra actually flows through my village, and I weep when I see Pra.
Very well.
So to end, my brother, there's a complete U-turn what the government promised and what they are delivering. In fact, they are delivering nothing. Our state is worse. And it's as though they've forgotten that per their own worst and the medical research they did, the bioaccumulation of the heavy metals in people, the constant reminder that we are giving birth to children with birth deformities,
the cleft and all,
the constant reminder that what the bioaccumulation of the heavy metals were risk factors for certain cancers, kidney failures, neurological deficits, and co. All of a sudden, they stopped. And the president is telling us that, after all, if the people are destroying our environment, they are Ghanaians and they are making monies. So we should go ahead and destroy our environment. If anyone ever believed, had any iota of belief that the NDC, with what they were preaching in opposition, had the goodwill of the country at heart, and they had any business of stopping Galamsey, Wednesday's Meet the Press is a clear example in a departure from what they told us. And the government's spokesperson and the president's communication minister at the ministry, the presidency, even has come out to tell us that the president did not give any guidelines on when to end Galamsey. So if you are Ghanaian out there and you believe or has any hope that within the shortest possible time, in fact, within these 4 years, the president has any will to fight Galamsey, his communication or spokesperson is telling you that the president did not give you any guidelines, except in their first 120-day contract they signed with us. It's captured there, but they've made a U-turn.
But you didn't realistically expect that the fight would be an event.
The people gave you 1 week, and you are doubting them, Nana. They told us they'll do it in 1 week. And we are saying in 1 week it's unrealistic.
What was the 1 week giving?
Go and check their Facebook and Twitter handles.
You have it? Let's see.
The people told you they will end it in 1 week. In fact, they even captured in their manifesto. Prof wants to know whether something is captured in their manifesto. Your first 120-day contract, Prof, it is there. I can read it for you. Your first 120 days. This is what you promised Ghanaians. Bullet 19, to be precise. Ban illegal mining. Ban. Underline ban. Ban illegal mining. And new mining activities. If Galamsey is
across board or in specific areas?
In forest reserves.
Okay.
Which we have done.
In forest reserves. But the pictures were showing.
You see, the reason I have kept quiet and Doc is going on is
ban. This is what they told us.
I normally want to react to when you are presenting data. You are talking of facts. But everybody has a right to insinuate. So once I see you are insinuating, I don't want to go down that line because there's nothing to rebut.
We will finish. We will finish, and Prof will tell us what they've done to stop Galamsey.
Very well.
Ban illegal mining and new mining activities in forest reserves. Roll out Tree for Life. You have a Tree for Life. And Blue Water Initiative. And Blue Water Initiative to heal.
If you are normally caught in the hospital, you don't know what's happening in the country. Fine, but these are Prof
was caught in the classroom and couldn't tell us the initiatives they gave to give sustainable jobs. I was caught in the consulting room, but I knew they initiated nothing. I knew I was in the surgical theater in the consulting room, but I knew they initiated nothing to provide sustainable means of employment for Ghanaians. Right? And heal sustainably enhanced environments by turning areas and water bodies degraded by illegal mining into economic and ecological recovery hubs.
Yes.
The rivers we are seeing, are they economic
hubs? They didn't say they were going to do it in 8 months.
They said 120 days. They found 120 days contract. How many days? 120 days. How many months? For 120 days. How many months? They have failed. They have failed. And if anyone has any hope that this government means well for Ghanaians and will stop illegal mining, you should better think twice.
Very well. Thank you, Doc. Quickly
2 seconds. I think that, you see, the Mahama government is also not helping matters. We should be able to do comparative analysis of all this. What was the I'm coming. What was the situation then and what's the situation now? Now, it's easier to fly drones. We even procured some drones before.
But I find that very worrying.
I'm coming. Such that let's know I mean, the extent of whether the water bodies that were polluted at the time,
exactly.
Whether we still have the same thing now, you get it?
And we've made progress.
Or we've made progress. Or else we could just be caught in this thing by politicians, using old pictures or old videos to be telling us, their own story. Do you understand?
No, Prof, you see, I was telling one of my staff yesterday that the Galamsey thing is like a Mexican wave. It goes up, and where it has passed, you control it, comes down. You see, the environment is such that there are some areas you can destroy and then you don't see the image. But when you go into very fragile areas close to river bodies, and you may just destroy a small area, but the damage looks massive. So that is one key challenge that we have. For now, in terms of area under Galamsey now, compared to areas we have, there is a vast difference. It's just that the season at this point in time is raining, and then you have a few new areas coming in. And when you go in there,
that is being washed into the river.
Yes, of course. So when you get all those things happening, the area look massive. I'm not even 1 inch of Galamsey is bad. And that's why I don't want to go into those comparisons. I don't want to be dragged down that line, because I'm supposed to be a regulator. If I'm not able to stop Galamsey even in 1 acre square, it's a big problem. And I'm not going to go down that line of saying that this was what it is, this is what it's not. It must stop, and that is what we are working on. We deal with concrete plans. I'm even to a point thinking of how to preempt Galamsey to stop it from going to certain areas. As I told you, communities are waiting eagerly. They just expect that when it reaches their turn, they will do it. So we have to be preemptive, get to a certain point that will say, can we move ahead of this and stop this here? If I tell you the number of forest reserves that have been reclaimed under Mahama, you'll be shocked. I don't want to come.
I do recall that President Mahama, in opposition, promised the use of artificial intelligence to track the movement of, the
excavators themselves.
Have you procured any such a thing?
Most of even these excavators I'm talking about, the reason why they see genuinely important excavators is to implant devices on them and put them measures in such a way that we can even track them. First, they were not even registering them. The problem we currently have now, somebody said they look for the owner of the excavator, and then most of the excavators we have out there are not registered. They are cleared and then they don't take them to
this tracking devices policy. So knowing what I know, I don't see how it's going to work. But
over the years, the problem they created, if you stood out, you wouldn't know the gravity of the problem.
Let
me just tell you something. When I first came in, they arrested a big party guy here involved in Galamsey. And when I first came in, I still had that my no-nonsense attitude. So I called director of mine.
Has that changed?
No, it hasn't changed.
Are you accommodating nonsense now?
No, because when I sit here and people are saying things, I'm supposed to keep quiet. So
very well.
So I asked the director of mining, why are you people prosecuting this guy? Is he not what? So bring me his problem. The guy went and brought this guy's file. The only time he had come to the EPA for license was once. So he came, and then they gave him what he's expected to do. He just bullshitted them and went ahead mining. That is what they went and sat down, they were waiting for. And that's why I'm telling him he shouldn't be daring me, because you see, I have an oath of secrecy and the other things to keep information. But the things they have done, if I have to sit here and speak the way you are speaking, if I sit here and try to say
your people said west. Your people said west. Your people said west.
Your people said very well. Very well. Thank you. Doc, hold on. Very well. The good people of Ghana will be the judges.